welcome back to Weekly Waffle. It's that time of the week, but it's not just a troublesome Turkish duo. We've got a special guest in the house, Harrison Cable. How you doing, brother? Introduce yourself for those who don't know before we get into the show, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm. My name's Harrison Cable here from Australia. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Australia. We are about 9,000 kilometers away from you guys over there. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here, so got my coffee. You can find me Best Foot Forward Shoes just on any platform, you know, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that. Pretty easy to find. So thanks again.
Nice, man. No, big thanks for you to join at this time in the morning, mate. I'll be sleeping, I'll be honest, but kudos to you, bro. Obviously, we'll get the elephant out of the room. The Australian Seth Fowler. Have you had this before? Everyone's been saying it. You know,
yeah, Seth
do you
Fowler,
get that a
Cole
lot?
Palmer, Cole Palmer,
Cole
get a
Palmer.
lot.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, constantly, I've referenced it a couple times in the videos and been like, oh, you know, this is the discount Seth Fowler here. So, if anyone wants to make that joke, sure. But I mean, if I'm half as successful or even a quarter as successful on YouTube as he is, then I'll be happy. So
you'll take
it's
it.
not an insult.
Yeah. Well, considering you're a Chelsea man, I mean the Cole Palmer thing,
Yeah.
you'll take that one as well.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Nice, man, nice. But yeah, obviously we're going to get into a lot today. But Hasbro, obviously I checked you on Sunday, Kicks and Coffee. Sort of brief, because obviously you came late. You had other duties to attend to, priorities and stuff. You've been a busy boy, bruv. That's all I'm going to say. But first and foremost, how have you been, broski?
I've been good, man. I've got the day off today, or had the day off today, so I'm off until Friday. I'm good, man. Getting some sleep, catching up with some stuff. Having a couple of days off enables me to do a bit of content here and there. So yeah, it's been good. But what a pleasure it is to have Harrison on the show, man. Honestly, top guy, top content. I know we say this at the end of the show, but I want to say at the start of the show before we get to the end. Go and follow this guy, man. Honestly, his content is superb, and what he's doing down under in Australia, absolutely amazing. And of course, let's not forget we have the latest episode with myself and Harrison on his podcast. So make sure you go over to his YouTube and watch that as well, because it was great to chop it up with you, bro.
Yeah, no, great to chat to you too. Thank you so much for coming on. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Good episode, boys. I watched it as well, I think yesterday. Links to everything with Harrison, even Hass, both of their accounts, Instagram, YouTube channel down below. I've been on Harrison's podcast, I think twice now as well. Always good fun, man. Great knowledge, different tastes as well, man, because what I've liked about your content and your taste in general, like, it's not like a Nike fanboy like me. You kind of spread it a bit better. Do you know what I mean? You like New Balance, Asics, Nike, Jordan.
Yeah. It's good to diversify. I don't know. I feel like we have such hot weather here that I can't just wear Jordans all the time. And I kind of need to be wearing those nice mesh runners. But New Balance was my first love, so to speak. So that's kind of where I started. So I'm always going to stay true to New Balance.
Yeah, nice, man, nice. No, I love that, man. But yeah, obviously got a lot of content on your channel. Photography first, though, I've got to say your photography, bro, it's creme de la creme. Do you know what I mean? I know Hassan's got his poses all down and stuff. Like, he does his own thing, which is great,
I can't
amazing.
pose like him.
I've got the knees like Hass, man.
Interesting fact. I never used to go in front of the camera ever. Not until I started posting content, and I thought, you know what, why not? But I was always the one taking pictures of people, portraits, this, that, and the other. So it's kind of weird. It was kind of weird for me at first to get in front, but it works. So yeah, it's all good, man. It's all loved.
Yeah, we need it, man. I mean, sneaker photography, videos, content, whatever it is, we need something different. We need like something to freshen it up, not just the regular reviews and stuff like that. It keeps it interesting, man. But yeah, lads, I think we'll start. Harrison, considering you're our special guest, we'll start if you've got any latest pickups this week or whatever your latest pickups been, bro.
I did actually get one yesterday, pretty much just for I just wanted to try it out. Just wanted to get some sort of like knowledge review. I've had a few people ask about it, more like the Adidas Adizero
Oh, nice.
Evo SL. You know, a little bit of
SLs,
like a
yeah.
trending kind of running model, but it's kind of moved into more of a lifestyle space. I know it looks like a pretty plain kind of thing, but it's been so popular that I was just like, I kind of got to figure out why is this thing so popular, and I just wanted to check it out. Great kind of summer shoe. So obviously it's summer over there in the UK and the US. So, you know, you guys have probably been wearing this a lot. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting them. They are so soft. If you're, you know, if I've not actually tried an Adidas runner before, as I said, New Balance Asics, really popular in my world. But yeah, Adidas running, definitely would recommend. I kind of understand what the hype's all about. So, another one that I obviously did pick up but hasn't come in yet was the Undefeated 4s. So I'm kind of, I was hoping they would have arrived. I think they might be coming today or tomorrow. So hopefully get a review up of those ASAP. Yeah, nothing yet, which is, I was kind of bummed I didn't have them yet.
Yeah. Do you know what? Those Adi Zeros do interest me, and people know what I feel about Adidas, but sometimes I got to put my pride aside for comfort, and especially with running, because in a Discord group, links down below for everyone, but I even mentioned about the Vomero 18s, but a lot of people are talking up the Adi Zero Evo SLs as a great running shoe, or even, I guess, a lifestyle shoe in general. But yeah, for me, it's kind of out of those two. The Pegasus Premium looks premium. It looks probably top tier, but the price is also premium. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but great pickups, man. Great pickups. Obviously, the Undefeated 4s, bro. We'll talk after, because that could be a long conversation in itself. Has, before we talk about what's on feet, bro, just touch on what you picked up, or how many you picked up, bro, because you've been a busy boy.
Yeah, so I actually managed to pick up a pair of Chunky Dunkies. Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was gonna say.
Just one pair. Just one pair, man. Just you know, I thought I'd hype up everyone. You know, oh, Chunky Dunkies. What's this guy on? You know, this, that, and the other. No.
It wouldn't surprise me though with you, honestly.
Shout out to Lost and Found, man. They supplied me with that as part of my care package. So thank you very much. And yeah, pickups. Let's start with pickups, man. So this one was
special, man.
the surprise pickup that I didn't expect to pick up this year, but it is Air Force One camo pink. And shout out to Scopes. You know, I saw Scopes' review as well. And when we had him on the show, he was talking about this with great enthusiasm as a pair that he was going to pick up. And it was a little restock on, I think it was on Saturday or Friday. It was a little restock. I actually got this pair from JD's. And yeah, man, what a pair of shoes. I mean, the details in the shoe is amazing. It might just look like a plain pair of Air Force Ones to some, but to me, the patent camo on these shoes are amazing. You can't see on the camera. I'll try and get it as close as I can. I don't think it's going to focus. It might do, it might not. But there's like gold speckles in a patent on here, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you've got the lovely pink swoosh, which is suede, very buttery, and on the heel tab as well. And on the toe box, very, very nice, very good quality. And of course, we all love a translucent gum outsole, which absolutely completes this shoe. And like I said, it's one that just come out of the blue for me this year, because I'm really not that Air Force One guy. But sometimes a pair come along and you're like, you know what? I'd prefer these over other stuff. But
do you think, sorry, before you move on, do you think that was like the shot at Bape to be like, you know what, if you want to do it, we can do it better our own way with the camo, and do you know what I mean?
100%. We talked about this last week, didn't we? I mean, it was a bit of a dig at Bape. You know, obviously they won the case against Bape, that case. And as soon as we saw the shoes, we thought, oh, this is like a bit of a throwback. Like these look like the Bapesters, you know, what's going on here? But it's great, you know. I like Bape as well. I like I like a lot of their shoes as well. And these for me are a bit of a throwback to that as well. So yeah, like I said, look, great pair of shoes. Not a hype pair of shoes, but definitely a pair that's gonna sort of get a good mention amongst enthusiasts and sneakerheads and everything else. And as I said, Scopes had his take on it a couple of weeks ago on his channel, so shout out to him. But yeah, really nice pair, man. Like I said, I'm not that Air Force One guy, but these just did something for me, and glad I picked them up in the end. So yeah, that was the first one. You guys are all worried every time I say that was the first one, because everyone's like, how many has this guy picked up? Like, what's going on? Right, okay. So I'll tell you from now, there is 3 other pickups, 2 of which are on their way tomorrow. I was hoping they would come in today, but they will be coming tomorrow. And I'll touch on those in a sec. But Broski, you are here for this pickup. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Kicks and coffees.
Nice.
I was late to the party. Admittedly, I was late to the party, but I had other duties. I had to work and then come a bit late. And most of the vendors were sort of starting to pack up and, you know, get into that time of the day. Everyone's a bit tired, but got speaking to one of the vendors there who apparently was one of the more popular vendors there. And after talking to him for a good while, you know, I sort of said to him, look, I really want these. They're up for sale for £120. These are the J-tips, Sauconys, the Pro Grids. I believe they're the first ones that he collaborated on, which I always wanted, but didn't get around to it. But he had these up for sale for 120 in nigh on perfect condition. He just wanted to get rid of pairs because he's got too many shoes and he wanted to buy the stuff. And I kindly asked, would you be able to do these for £100? And he agreed. So I picked this pair up almost brand new, literally for £100 at Kicks and Coffees. So yeah, really, really happy with these, man. This original pair that, you know, this J-Tips masterpiece here is just amazing.
Yeah,
phenomenal. I'm not even going to go through the materials on this because you all already know about the materials on this shoe and how good it is, and just it's wonderful, man. The color blocking, the details, everything on this shoe is amazing. So I'm really stoked that I managed to grab these for so cheap. So that is the second pickup.
I'm just looking up how much that was in AUD. It's about $200. So that's great. Right, so looking at that on like StockX, it's like 360, 370. So yeah,
crazy. So that was a UK 9. Just to let you guys know, I did have to half a size up, but when I put them on feet, they were perfectly fine. You know, there is a little bit more room up on the toe box, but it's nothing major, you know. So yeah, really happy with that. Third pickup I'm waiting for is the Nike SB Dunk Low Paisleys, which I regretted not buying at the time, and then I stalled on it. I got other stuff, and I just didn't get around to it. Now, I put a bid on, haggled with the seller, £86 all in from eBay. VNDS, absolutely perfect condition with the box. So that is my third pickup. Really excited about those. They're coming tomorrow. We'll get it on the show next week. Some of you might already have it, but it's a pair that I've always wanted. Super dope. I mean, what do you guys think about the Paisleys?
Yeah, Harrison, would you? I'll let you go first, bro.
Man, I'm just sorry. I was just lost in the world of J-tips. J-tips.
That rabbit hole.
Because I was looking at, you know, his original pair, like the original Grid of Zero, the one that was like super colorful, kind of put him on the map. Like you can't even buy that right now. You have to bid on it. Like that's a collector's item now. That's a collector's item. But man, yeah, Dunk Paisley, that's got to be right up your alley, man. Like that's a Haas shoe for sure. Good price too. Like, you know, kind of looking on their kind of equivalents, you know, roughly about the same price. But if you can get them, you know, take away the shipping cost, take away the, you know, StockX fees or, you know, GOAT fees, it's great pickup.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's clean. 100%. It is clean.
I was really, really happy with that one. Obviously the 85 got rejected, but good old pound extra and it done the trick. So it was all good. It was actually Killshot. Killshot said to me, "You might be able to get those for £80." So I bid 80, and he was like, "No, 85. £85, no, 86, yes." Cool.
£1 makes a world of difference, man.
We did it, bro. We did it for £86. But yeah. And the fourth pickup, bro, this is the one that I'm probably the most excited about because it is literally a holy grail for me anyway. Being that SB guy, the fourth pair that I picked up is a 21-year-old shoe. Yes, 2-1. Some of you were in nappies or in school or whatever.
I had a hairline.
Think about where you were in 2004, and that's how long ago we are talking.
Yeah.
Okay, it is none other than the Reese Forbes Nike SB Dunk Low. Now the story behind this one, the seller, he put it up for bid, £135 starting bid. There was 2 people watching, me being the third, and I thought just pop in £135 starting bid and let's see what happens. Left it on there, no one bid. I don't know for what reason, but I got a notification to say you've won the bid and shoes will be sent out. So you can imagine how happy I was. Now, yes, they're old. There is slight separation on the sole, but not too major. And there is a bit of fraying on the toe box, which is normal for the Reese Forbes. With time and wear, being a 21-year-old shoe, it's bound to happen. But it's still in great condition, guys. I can't wait to show you these shoes next week. And for some of you that are already on the Discord group, I'll post a few pictures tomorrow, and you guys can have a look. But for me, it's a holy grail, man. The only other place I've seen it a few times at sneaker events, Sneaker Den. I managed at Sneaker Den. Sneaker Den. I managed to see it up close
in the shop.
In the shop. Absolutely amazing, man. What a pair of shoes. So really gassed. I got them for cane them up, Hunter SBs. Really stoked, really. £135. I don't know how I get these steals, but UK 8.5.
He does it, man.
If anyone wants an 8.5, just let me do the talking, let me do the haggling, and I'll get you the deal, man. But honestly, man, look, if you look them up, for anyone that doesn't know about these shoes, they are grails. They are big grails,
cool, man.
And people paid a pretty penny for these, brand new condition. So yeah, man.
So this is what I mean.
All right.
I was saying to Kill Switch at Kicks and Coffee, which we'll touch on briefly, but every time there's a quiet moment in the sneaker game, Hash just has those look backs and think, what can I just spend my money on, and just get the grails in and just think it's not a quiet time, it's Hash time. Like you're just always smashing it, bro. Honestly.
But you know what I think though, right? I mean, if you think about how much I paid for the Reese Forbes, so 135 plus I paid £86 for the Paisley, so you're looking at around 210, 220. That's one Jordan 4 these days, right? I mean, example being, I'm on money here, Jordan 3s, £220, and I literally got a holy grail and the SB that I've wanted for a very long time for that price. So that's the way I look at things sometimes. When there's a quiet moment, what can I pick up for a steal? And I'll say this now. If there's anyone who's just started out in the game, wants to pick up stuff from before, it's always, worth having a look on eBay. Just leaving that bid on there, just dangle the carrot. People will, out of all the years that, we've been doing this and everything else, I think this is the best moment for anyone who wants to pick up a steal, because people are selling stuff to buy things like the undefeateds or all these other heat coming out at the moment. So it is a great time at the moment. Just before bed, 15-20 minutes, go on eBay, have a browse, like the shoes that you want to get, leave a little bid.
For those who are trying to save money, just just
Don't
mute the
listen
stream. Yeah, just try and save a little. Now I hear you though. It's a great year to be a collector. I don't think so much a seller, because
Yeah.
you know people are trying to make room. There's so much coming out. It's just like an ongoing onslaught of release after release. Every month, I'd say there's at least 2 pairs of crazy shoes at least that you want to get in your collection. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll wrap up there, man. Has is that all, or we got another couple?
No, these aren't
oh,
shoes.
okay.
These aren't shoes. But
Quickly, let's go for it.
My wife's just recently come back from abroad, and this is kind of a pickup, but it's a clothing. She managed to go to the Nike outlet store in Istanbul, and she got me this cool t-shirt.
Oh,
now this is going to come up.
Nice.
Is it backwards? Right, that is
yeah.
that is actually backwards. Air Jordan on there,
Yeah.
and it's sort of like distressed. I don't know if you can see. Really cool top. It's already been distressed, and on the back you've got that on the back as well with the Nike branding on the top. So she's done well. She's done really well with this one. So I'm really happy. I just wanted to share that. But it's a really cool top, man. Really cool.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So those little gems you can find in it, obviously on holiday as well. You're not really getting them over here, but yeah, my only pickup was a double up on the SB95. Not to rub it in, Harrison, because I know we talk obviously off camera and stuff. That was sort of the one that got away, wasn't it, for you?
It had like one small drop on like the Nike website, and it still hasn't come to like a skate shop or anything. So I'm kind of, or a boutique or anything like that. So yeah, I'm still waiting on like some sort of release. So I mean, I might the blue one, the Eric Costin one, might just come out at the same time. So I might just wait and get that one. So kind of missed the train, I suppose.
So I've heard through the grapevine, I think Killswitch was saying it on Sunday, that there's a black and green SB95 coming out before the Eric Costins. So there might be, it might be very soon. In fact, hopefully it's a wide release or wider release than the Cactus Flower for you. But yeah, it's a great shoe. I'm not going to rub it in too much, but it's just a shoe you just want to batter, just wear all the time. They literally break in as soon as you put your feet in, which is always great. Yeah, it's a great
I had
shoe.
them on yesterday when I went to go and pick up my wife, and yeah, really, they're like gloves for the feet.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
You almost feel like you've got a low center of gravity with them on, like, because it's being lowered. They shaved the inside a bit as well, so you know,
they definitely lowered it.
Board feel and everything else. But definitely as a lifestyle shoe, bro, don't even think about it. When it drops, and if it drops and you get a chance to get them, yeah, I wouldn't hesitate.
Yeah. Might even be a resale thing, bro. Like eventually, if you can get a good price and everything. But yeah, we'll move on. Harrison, your day's just starting, so this could go one way or the other. What shoe did you have? Either did you have on yesterday? What shoe, or what shoe are you wearing today? I should ask.
I think yesterday I had a bit of a run around day, so I just throw on one of the Salomon, ACS
Salomon,
Pro Salomon, just a beater. Didn't really have anything crazy on. But today I haven't really thought about it too much. I might actually wear, because if behind the camera there's a whole box stash right here. I'm sure you guys
messy
on the
section.
other side of the camera, there's a messy section. This might look curated and nice and displayed, but I tell you what, there's some mess around the other side. So I'll have a look, think about it, come back to me.
No problem, bro. Yeah, we've all got that messy side in the room that's never on camera, trust me. But what did you have on today, broski?
Yeah, today we had the Air Trainer 1 SBs, the Arts and Rex.
Oh, nice.
A personal favorite of mine. I did draw a few compliments today, and I've been doing a video on these as well. So the video on these will be out very soon. But what a amazing pair of shoes, man. Comfortable. They are just really pretty to look at as well. Just a great pair of shoes, man. I know these are personal favorites of Killswitch as well, but they really did a good job on these, man. They really good. I mean, I can't. I mean, £100 as well. For £100 is mental. It's
Yeah, it's
mental
great.
how cheap
It's
these
great,
were.
man.
I say cheap, but yeah, that's what it is. £100. You don't pick up shoes like this every day for £100. And shout out to the Arts and Rec store in the States. They done an amazing job with these and the SB Dunks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, feet are
Harry,
good after as well.
we've got a question, bro. The Salomons, do they fit wider
Yes.
than the XT6?
Yeah, for
They do.
sure. For sure. They definitely fit wider. I'll grab the other pair. Hang on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Because they
obviously
were
with the
narrow, them
XT6,
XT6, which I like.
they are very narrow, but these are
Oh,
the same
yeah.
size. I'm not sure if you can see that well, but there's
Yeah.
definitely a little bit extra width on this one. I would definitely, if I was to buy these again, these are currently UK 8.5. I'd probably go down to a UK 8. So either half size down, probably even a full size if I really, wanted a nice snug fit. So I'd probably go down at least half a size in these ones if you're going to get them.
Nice.
Well, what's your size, Harrison?
Usually a UK 8. So
UK 8 or 8.5?
Roughly, yeah. 40. I usually just go euro, like 42, 42 and a half.
Yeah.
So depending, sometimes in like maybe like an Adidas will go up to like a 43 occasionally. Because like a Samba or something has such a narrow kind of foot. So anyway, sometimes it all depends, but usually in everything like a New Balance Jordan 1 42 and a half.
So you're pretty much same as me. I'm an 8.5. I can get away with an 8. The Air Force ones that I actually got are size 8s and they fit like they're an 8.5. So there is a reason why I'm asking you. If there is a restock here, I'm more than willing to cop a size for you.
Thanks, bro.
We can sort out the fees and stuff, but I will definitely keep an eye out for you, and we'll get those out to you if we can get any of the cactus flowers, bro.
Nice. I think if I come back to my what I'm going to probably wear today will probably be these ones. Just speaking about you guys, the Armor Manier 95s.
Wow.
In that like new, like this is the third one, and they had a little bit of a squeak when I first wore them. You know how the leather was kind of squeaking a little bit, and so I wore them maybe 3 times now, and they've actually they're not squeaking anymore. So I think I'm wearing them in. So I think
squeeze the air out of it, bro.
Yeah. I really wish these had a big bubble. I've already had a bit of a scuff on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bottom.
Yeah. Actually, Harrison, have you given Nike another idea now? They might come out with pre-squeak shoes. They come out with they've already done the pre-distress and pre. So you might have given them a new idea, bro. Make them squeaky from the off and
make the Chinese workers who are making the shoe wear them before they ship them.
That's right.
They're gonna wear them around the factory before they ship them.
It could be like an authentication thing. Like they only if they're real, they'll squeak. Do you know what I mean?
That's a good angle. That's a very good angle to come from. Actually, really good.
Like if she's a witch, she'll drown.
Nigel's got a good one. Armor Manier diffuse squeak. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. The squeak pack.
The squeak pack. Yeah. I was a bit. That shoe is I had it all day at a convention, Crep City event. Man, my heel was blistered up. Like that leather sock liner is just so upsetting because it looks really good, but when you're wearing them for hours on end on your feet constantly, like it's just it's a burner.
Pros and cons, bro.
Were you wearing thin socks, like because it's summer for you guys? Like you're not wearing your thick winter socks?
No, not really thick, but they're not. Like training socks, not trainer socks, but training socks. So they're like halfway up my calf kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wearing them with like thick socks, so maybe I haven't felt that heel yet. I do know what you mean with it really does like kind of, you're like Achilles tendon on the back, like it's so thin there.
Yeah.
It really does hug that. If you don't get your right size, you're probably not going to like them that much. So no, I'm definitely listened to you for sure, Erkin, and got my like a regular kind of size. I usually size up half a size with the Nike Air Max 95. So
Yeah.
I definitely listened to you and went with that normal size. So these are, yes, just to confirm, 9 US, 8 UK. So
Mhm.
I mean,
yeah,
Stash
good
had
size.
the right idea, right? I mean, they had the little
Mm.
pocket so you can put plasters in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you'll need it for those as well, man.
Yeah.
That flipping shoe, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, look, we've got formalities out of the way. I guess we'll touch on briefly kicks and coffee. Before that though, Harrison, sneaker events for you before we talk up the UK sneaker events and stuff. You mentioned you had one recently. Like, how are they in comparison to ones you've seen like in the US, UK? You know, like, are they up there or have they got a long way to go?
They're pretty small. I think seeing photos and videos of what it kind of was pre-COVID, like 2020, they were much bigger. Like, you know, they had a lot more stalls, they had a lot more, I suppose, hype shoes. I suppose like this was, you know, kind of the off-white 10 era, the kind of a lot more of those sort of shoes were kind of on the stalls. And I went to one recently, and it was okay. Like, I'm not going to try and bash anyone who put it on. I know how hard it is to put on a sneaker event. It was in a very sort of out of the way kind of place. I know that these events kind of need to be in more of a central location for people. And this one was a little bit further away, and I've done a little bit of content there as well. And yeah, it was okay. Like, I'm not gonna bash anyone for putting it on. It wasn't exactly as big as I thought it was going to be. But then I'm also going to go to one in a different city. So like, you guys travel to London, like Erkin, you travel to London. So I think that, you know, my city's probably like the third biggest city in Australia. And when I say big city, it's, you know, 2 million people. So not huge. And then I'm going to go to a different city and kind of experience another sneaker event in that city later on in the year. So there's not a huge amount. There are like some sneaker conventions. But to be honest, I think that's the beauty of like the online space, is that you get to kind of meet people not having to go to these events. Like, you can chat to people and not have to be, you know, constantly out and about. And I think a lot of the people who are out and about at those events, they're a little bit, I don't know how to describe it, like hype beasts is probably just the best way to describe it. Like, most of the guys that were there, or a couple of the stalls, were just all super hype shoes. You know, Sean Wotherspoons, the grails that you would expect selling for double the price that you would be comfortable paying. You know, not really very attuned to the market at the current moment. You know, like, it just felt odd, and I didn't see many people buying from them. So it kind of reflects, you know, what the market is. And there was some cool like activations at this event. But I definitely do see you guys doing, you know, kicks and coffee, other sort of events as well. Sneakerness, all those sort of things. Chatting to some people who run that, and I was just like, man, it's kind of, that's kind of where I would want to be, but it's just the kind of reality of living in Australia.
No, I think there was a lot of, even for the UK, when COVID happened, obviously nothing happened for a while. And I remember like the first Crep City, which is kind of like the biggest one here, it was crazy, like to the point where I knew I was not going to go because of that. Like, maybe it was the COVID anxiety of not wanting to be around too many people at that time, but it was just like a big boom again, where so many sort of sneaker events that weren't there before COVID started up, like Kicks and Coffee, even Laces Out. They sort of, well, they've been around for a while, but you know, I didn't really hear about them before. With the UK though, I feel like it's a great time for sneaker events, but, and I'm not just saying this, I do think the content creators that we're involved in do make the event. Like, it's cool seeing all these shoes, you know, on sale. You can pick up some steals, clothing, mini games and things like that. But when you're meeting up with your friends, networking, creating content, podcasts, and quick fire, you know, questions and stuff, it makes it like 10 times better, because you're not just, because I've only bought a keychain, the Air Max 95. That's the only thing I bought from one of these like events because I don't really go. Do you know what I mean for shoes?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're spoilt because we're always getting shoes in for content and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Hass, man, you're one of the reasons why I look forward to these events, bro. Obviously, Kicks and Coffee. Like I said, you came a bit late. Priorities and everything else. I was there early getting content for Hyperchoir. Me and Prozac, he was presenting. I was the cameraman. It felt good not being in front of camera for a few hours. Do you know what I mean? It actually felt all right. But yeah, it was a good day. There was a lot more content creators this time around, whether it was the weather, the location, Joe, because people turn up for Joe, like he's a great guy. Joe Palmley, he's obviously the founder and stuff. A few
Jordan
cool
Young.
Jordan Young, yes, Sneakonomics. I met him for the first time. He was really cool. Do you know what? You think he's funny on camera. You'll meet him and he's just got like the over 18 banter. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just hilarious. But yeah, a lot of cool people there. Prozac, obviously, Ange, John Suave. I can name everyone. But Hass, you came a bit late, like I said. But what stood out to you this time compared to like the last Kicks and Coffee, which I think was in February? I think it was.
Yeah.
Was there any difference for you?
It was a lot warmer.
100%, bro. 100%.
The thing that I remember the most about the first one was that it was freezing cold, and I was waiting for this guy to turn up. And I think I must have waited about half an hour outside. It was Harrison. You'll probably never experience cold like that from because of where you are, but it was really. Yeah, I don't want to say anymore, but I definitely echo what you said about content creators. There were a lot more content creators there from what I saw.
Yeah.
Obviously, I came towards the tail end, but it seemed like the vendors, there was a lot more variety. Maybe I don't know. There was a lot more to sort of choose from than last time. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. For me, I had to sort of see it from the beginning to sort of give you a better analysis of what was better or not. But definitely from what I heard and what I saw, it seemed like it was a much more successful event. And the fact that we had a better turnout, maybe, from what I was told, and more content creators, that's a good thing. The fact that we're getting more content creators at these events, like Kicks and Coffees, is a good thing because it's garnering interest. Last time, obviously, we had FD there. This time we've had Jordan Young. So it's definitely on the radar of some of the more popular content creators out there, which is what we need. And that in turn will draw more people to come to the next events. So yeah,
it's pretty cool, man. Obviously, we saw like the after hours when they're packing up, talking to Joe. So many things that it goes into these events that you don't even see and think of. That's why out of all of them, Kicks and Coffee, that sort of event, I sort of gel more and want to turn up more for, because
it's more intimate.
Exactly.
You feel more in touch with everything.
Yeah, and you're connected to Joe as well. So it's like you don't, in a weird way, you don't want to let him down. You kind of want to show up for him and everyone else because everyone's making the same effort. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Harrison, if you're ever in the UK, bro, try and make it around one of these events. It will be a blast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think that sort of event, a Premier League game, that sort of event is definitely what I would kind of want to go around. That kind of experience. Obviously Premier League games are hard to get tickets to, but any sort of game, even a championship game, I'd be keen to go and see something like that. Speaking about
Chelsea,
Jordan,
man, we'll make it happen.
Arsenal, Chelsea, yeah, sure. I'm sure I'll be able to get tickets for that.
So
speaking about Jordan, though,
28th of Feb, if you want to go to Arsenal, Chelsea, and we've got 29th of November if you want to go Chelsea, Arsenal. So pick a date, Harrison. We'll make it happen.
Well, I think around February I might be knee deep in diapers and bottle feeding. So
congrats, bro. Congrats, bro.
I might be a bit busy at that time, unfortunately. Which is kind of like waking up this morning. I was like, this is probably what it's going to feel like. Being a little bit sleepy eyed and a little bit blurry at this time. But you gotta make things happen. Speaking about Jordan, he's obviously from New Zealand, which is definitely not Australia. If anyone thinks that New Zealand is similar, we are, similar sort of accent, but they're very different to Australians. I would say the biggest difference would be like Americans and Canadians, like close, but not quite, just a little bit off. They've got a beautiful country, but there's like almost the same amount of Australia. There's almost the same amount of New Zealanders in Australia as there is in New Zealand. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like they just they just tend to migrate. It's just because like Australia's like cost of living it's a bit lower, economy's a bit better. We're closer to Asia, so we get better resources, all that sort of thing. But yeah, New Zealanders have a definite sense of humor, as you would have met Jordan there, I reckon. So no, it's similar sense of humor, but different kind of personalities.
Do you go to New Zealand much? Because I know my family go yearly. They live in Melbourne, but they go to New Zealand every year. As a little
pretty close, like, and pretty cheap. Yeah, as in it's relatively cheap. It's cheaper to actually go from Melbourne. It's probably cheaper to go to Bali in Indonesia, which is wild. But if you want, like, lots of people go all the time, especially for like snow. The colder weather, like it definitely gets colder there at this time of year than it does in Australia. So people who love going to slopes or, go camping or something in the cold weather, they go there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Quick question before we move on. What content creators do you watch, like sneaker wise? Are there any from the UK? America, like what's your sort of go-to content creators for sneakers?
Well, there's this guy called Life of a Broski that he makes some content that I'll always watch on YouTube. Lots of sneaker reviews. Yeah, that donut. Guys like specifically from America, I suppose the one that I kind of started watching was Sean Go. Chatting.
Sean Go.
Him.
Absolutely.
Like lots and lots of sneaker reviews, obviously. Lots and lots of knowledge, lots and lots of content about that. Who else? Obviously, Jordan Young, like we spoke about before. He's got some, great humor and not just humor, knowledge and collection as well. Who else? I did used to watch a lot of Seth Fowler, to be honest. Like you spoke about him before. Not so much anymore. As I've kind of delved further into the niche, I'm kind of wanting a little bit more of like a grounded viewpoint, and not so like he's like buying all the early pairs, and I'm like
literally, yeah,
and I was like, it doesn't feel as relevant anymore. I might just be one of those little like kind of hipster, I liked him before he was cool kind of thing, but I really did. But yeah, Sean, you're right, Sean Go is definitely great, and he's got good photography as well, definite inspiration there. But those kind of big ones, what are some other ones that have been like on Instagram from UK? Joe Incognito, Joe Hughes is his name. He does some cool stuff. He's good. Like lots of kind of, he's not like a huge like hype beast kind of guy, but he makes some like good content and just good to chat to. So that sort of thing. I'll try to think of some more. So yeah,
one of my favorites, and definitely one of my inspirations behind photography and stuff, especially with shoes, is Ad Sneaks.
Oh yeah.
I just think what he does with his shoes, the photography, and the whole production behind his photography is amazing. Big inspiration for me, definitely having a photography background. What he does is insanely good. I mean, do you watch him at all, or look at his?
All the time. It's like pretty much as soon as you open up Instagram, that he's usually the first post, because he posts very regularly, so it's usually the first one that pops up. And we recently chatted about him going to Manila in the Philippines. I have a Filipino connection. My wife is from there, so nice. Kind of chatted about that experience, and he said it was awesome. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to like Southeast Asia and how wild it is. It's definitely a completely different world. But definitely agree with you there on AD. You
had him on your pod as well, didn't you? I think a while back.
Yeah. That's where we chatted about it. Yeah, that was fun. So amazing. And he's obviously very busy guy, school teacher. But if you want to check out some, great sneaker photography, go check out AD Sneaks on Instagram. And like someone just said down there, wear testers, Eddie Wynn, of course. Eddie Wynn, like, is a bit of an enigma. Like he kind of like he's very like private in terms of like Instagram, and sometimes you want kind of creators to kind of open up a little bit more, to kind of, you know, get a little bit more into their head. And it feels like he's got a lot of thoughts, and yet he feels like you don't know him very well, but also you know him. Do you feel that? I don't know if that's
yeah. I mean, certain people give different vibes, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it depends, depending who you want on and who you want to talk to. Sometimes you just gotta sort of roll with the sort of people they are and go with it. But definitely, you know, other people. I mean, when we had Scopes on, Scopes is like one of us. You know, he's, you know, from the UK. He's just like another one of our friends. So it's really easy when you have someone like that on, and you as well. I mean, you know, we've both been on your pod and stuff, so it just naturally all falls together. But yeah, definitely, man. Everyone has a different vibe. I mean, AD Sneaks definitely gives off that, you know, he's got a really nice aura about him. I've spoken to him on Instagram, direct message a few times, and he's always responded to me, and that tells me, you know, when someone takes the time to respond to you, that tells me, you know, they care about the culture and the people and everyone. So yeah.
And it's definitely appreciated, because I don't know if I've spoken to some guys who are even smaller than what Andrew is, and man, they get bombarded with messages. So like, you know, you guys get, you know, messages either from bots or, you know, Chinese resellers or all those sort of things. Like, hi, I have good quality store. Come check me out.
Hi, friend.
Should we invite someone to the show one day? I mean, it'll be great. I mean, bro,
I'm fed up with them.
You pick some resellers from your direct messages, and I'll pick some, and we'll get them on the show.
Yeah, that's
bro, they can message each other. I think
to everyone, and so if someone replies, it's always appreciated, because they must get inundated with messages.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
It's one of them ones though, because a lot of the time when people are commenting or DMing you and stuff, sometimes it goes to junk. You don't even see it, because there's so many of these rep companies that hit you up. It's just like, I can't even be bothered to check my request now. It's gotten that bad. But yeah, just echoing what you guys said, like, shout out Eddie Wynn. He's one of my goats as well. He watches the channel quite a lot. Like, he's commented quite a few times. I do get that vibe to him, like he is a very private person. And I think I know what you're saying, Harrison. Like, when I'm watching someone, especially for a longer period of time, I want to feel like I'm getting to know them. And that's kind of where I took my content. Like, yes, I've got my private life. I never show family, what I'm driving, how much I'm earning. Like, none of these things that really mean a lot to me. Not saying sneakers don't, but it's just one of those things. Like, I feel like you have to choose what you show, because there are some weird people on the internet. Like, it is a scary place. As much as it does good, there's some weird, wonky people out there for no reason, just that jealousy and hate. Do you know what I mean? So I don't blame him for that, but I do get what you mean though. He does feel like he's privatized his life a bit more, like I think Killswitch said with his little one and stuff. So
yeah, that's kind of a consideration you got to think about, especially if you're going to have a kid. And you know, when we grew up, when we were born, our faces weren't on the internet. Like, you know, no one could see us. And these days, you could even create like AI images of what they're going to look like as an adult. There's powerful technology out there.
Unreal.
You know, like, you kind of don't want to put that out there, especially when they're not consenting to it. Like, there's been that whole, I suppose, shift. There's been a lot of like family YouTube pages I've seen that have actually been shut down or stopped because of that AI technology. And like, they're like, we feel like we're exploiting our kids by putting them on the internet all the time. So I understand if someone doesn't want to show any of that. So that's cool.
Yeah, and we never truly know what's going on behind the scenes with certain people. Like, he may have had some issues that we're not, you know, privy to. We don't know. So yeah, you just gotta respect that, man. And everyone's different. But yeah, he's definitely one of the goats for me as well. I love his stuff. Always watching his videos.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's got to be Broski for me. Even when I'm in the shower, I'm listening to Broski in the background.
I don't know how to take that one, bro.
Is it a vibe? or a buy, and I'm in the shower going, "It's a buy,
Yeah.
baby. It's a buy."
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know where that started. You know, that was actually an accident. That buy or buy section, because I think it was one review, this Air Max 720, and it was very like divisive. It was like people hated it, but people loved it. And I was like, just let me know down below.
Was it the React?
Buy or buy.
Mm.
Say again?
Was it the React?
No, just the 720. You know, the one with a big, massive Air Max bubble.
Mm.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But they had a React version as well, didn't they? So
Mm.
I thought maybe.
I don't think they did. You
Well,
know,
they
you're
did.
talking about the 270. You know,
Oh, did you say 720?
720. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you was talking about 270. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was listening
Yeah.
to a lot of In Sync, were you? Bye.
Do you know what? Funny, that was gonna make the segment. You know, that little soundbite. Bye. But I thought, nah, I don't want to get copyrighted, so I had to leave that one out.
You got
But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I should have it. I should. Kill Switch is
one
saying,
content. Sorry, I know you're not.
Sorry,
When we kind of moved away from the content guys, but there's one that I was actually watching some old episodes of Full Size Run recently.
Oh,
you know, the Complex
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of stopped the Complex kind of sneaker show now
with
as well, because Brendan Dunn's left. And I was like, and I actually saw, speaking kind of J Tips, he had an event and Brendan Dunn was there, and I was like, oh, I'll go watch some of the old Full Size Run. And you know, it's so cool, like seeing Action Bronson go on their show 3 years ago, and he's like, oh, I got some big things coming. And now that we've kind of seen what he's done, it's like, you know, he was right to be, you know, on the money with that one. So
actually,
Brendan Dunn, Complex, all of that was
kind of cool. Like,
great.
mention that because it's kind of cool to sort of go back and see what they spoke about before and all the predictions, and not so much predictions, but you know, like Action Bronson saying big things to come, and you look back at it and think, oh yeah, he did actually say that, you know, and he's true to his word. But definitely food for thought. I might need to go back and watch a few episodes as well. We all know what Broski's thoughts are on Complex and everything else, so I won't really go there with you, but I don't mind Complex. Look, it's another one of those shows that I'll admit I watched week in, week out. I just like the vibe and stuff, and I'm cool with the fact that, you know, they're in there with people and they've got to do certain things to fulfill certain, you know, requirements and stuff. I'm cool with that because that's what they do. That's their bread and butter. So, you know, but I don't know how it's going to work now with, obviously, you know, Brendan Dunn's out of the picture.
Yeah.
You know,
they've got to replace him somehow, because I feel like that show was like the leading sneaker content podcast, whatever it was, like they factored in. I guess
Brendan
the
must have
sponsorship
just got
part
the
as well.
bag. He must just have got the bag to go to StockX. He must have just been hunting that money, rightly so. Like, you know, get it. And I was like, he must have got a fat stash.
Yeah, I don't blame him, honestly.
You've got to respect it sometimes, you know, respect the decision that he made. And again, I'll go back to the fact that we don't know what goes on in people's private lives. You know, he might have been offered a bag and he might have been in need of that money or whatever. You know, I'm just giving out variables and stuff, but you know, we don't know people's personal circumstances. So it's a bit like a footballer moving over to the Saudi league, you know, for life. You know, it might not be the most glamorous league to play in, but when you get a life-changing amount of money offered to you, you start thinking about the bigger picture. You start thinking about the future and everything else. And it's like, okay, I'll leave all that other stuff behind, leave the ego behind. This is it now, you know. So,
and there's such a huge corporation, you know, complexes that sometimes you might want a little bit more creative freedom. I can imagine all the red tape you'd have to go through to put out some sort of content or statement or something, or even a sneaker review. There's probably a lot of people that need to see it, and I suppose he's probably got a bit more freedom. So that's always good. Trinidad James, I feel that Trinidad James was always the worst on that Full Size.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't watch it, because of him. Yeah, honestly.
Matt Welty's it went Brendan Dunn, Matt Welty, Trinidad James.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I think it's the same on the sneaker podcast. Brendan Dunn, Matt Welty, Joe LaPuma.
Oh, do you know what? I actually prefer Joe over both of them. You know, I don't know why,
Oh.
but I just Matt Welty. He just seemed like he was just rolling out of bed, just on the show. Hair was messy, just couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
Brennan
Like, does
Dunn.
this guy actually like sneakers?
Yeah, exactly. Like it was just
What's
there
up,
for the
guys?
sake of it.
I just rolled out of bed.
Yeah. New Balance, New Balance. If you don't like New Balance, you're not a person. Like, just
Oh,
shut
that was
up,
the
bro.
beauty of it, all right. That was the beauty of it because they, didn't necessarily agree on everything, which
That's
for
how it should
me,
be.
it
I guess.
creates more of a balance, yeah. Because you can't have everyone like, yeah, it's this one and this one only. No, everyone has different likes and different takes. That's what made the show interesting and more balanced. So, yeah. And I know someone mentioned Brendan Dunn. Brendan brought interesting takes and info. Welty is a notorious Nike and JB hater. Yeah, look, he might
That's
be.
probably why I don't like
He
him.
might be, but yeah, that is probably why you don't like him. But like I said, it's all about balance, man. It brings balance.
He's big into terrace culture, so yeah, that might be your dislike for him. But
yeah,
he was cool.
Ever since I saw the AE1, though,
come on.
No. Ever since I saw the AE1 as number one, I just lost all credibility and just any sort of like for the thousand. No, I'm out.
Okay,
but yeah.
Scenario for you. Scenario: if Adidas sent you a pair of AE1s, would you have done a review? We all want to know.
But like anything, I'm honest, bro. Like I've had Nike shoes that I've trashed on this channel, not because I'm affiliated. I'm affiliated with Nike, but there's no obligation.
I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of Adidas or AE1s or anything else, but I can't exactly trash the shoe. Having not had it in hand or anything else. So
no, but I've seen them in stores and stuff. It's not like I haven't seen them.
You've had it in hand in stores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing is, in the UK, they're not like, I don't know if like US for a moment of time, it was like sold out everywhere, I think, and stuff like that. In the UK, no one cared about it really, bro. Like, let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of them things. AE2's out. Did we even know about that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no one's really on those at the moment. Yeah, you're right. You are right.
So it did feel like a bit of a who's lining those pockets, lads? Do you know what I mean? Like, just I've got to stop watching this crap. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. There might be a full rebrand. There might be new hosts. Joe LaPuma might be Joe La Adidas and do something else. Do you know what I mean? You just never know. But yeah, man. Obviously, we briefly touched on Complex's top 10 a little bit, but Harrison, man, I briefed you before. Top 5 territory. There's different ways you can take this. Could be your top 5 sneakers you picked up, or top 5 sneakers just generally. It'll be good to see your insight, into how you think about it, because you're not just, like I said, Nike based, like me and Hass slightly are. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, obviously you can start off number 5, number 1. Totally up to you, bro.
Just off the dome, I'd say number 5, just because I have it in hands, probably this one. Probably just because of the history, as in, like, I didn't get the first 2, super bummed about it. And then, luckily managed to grab this one. Year of the 95. Definitely, I think that I'd probably put that one at number 5. Number 4, just thinking about it, the messy pile. Got it right here. If I can reach the Mandarin pair of the 95s as well.
Nice.
Number 4, I'd probably say that's, I love
but
orange.
Those over Batman and Years,
yeah. I'd probably just the OG gradient is still very, very kind of iconic. Obviously they're 2 very different shoes. They've got the ribbing, the cage, the mesh on top with the lace loops, and this doesn't have the lace loops. It's a bit more traditional, premium leather quality, that sort of thing. Like, these take a bit of break-in time. These you put on instantly and feel good. So just roughly, I'd probably put that at like 4. And I guess this is pretty. I think they're a bit further over there. But the Action Bronson 990 V6s, the Amazonia pair, that pairs, that's a showstopper. That's a head turner. That's the kind of shoe that like people know that you're a sneakerhead when you wear that. You put that on, you're like that. People know that kind of thing. Then obviously the Bike Air Jordan 4s. I don't know. I just every time I look at them, every time I wear them, probably worn them about 6-7 times now. So they're getting a little bit of wear. Breaking in, so nice. The leather quality, amazing. And then probably top. I posted this on Instagram the other day. The Joe Fresh Goods 992s. I just can't seem to put that one any further down. It just constantly just sits at number one so far. So obviously there's a huge shoe still coming in the mail, undefeated 4s. So yeah, we'll see where that one lands. But it's just those kind of what was it, 95 New Balance, Jordan 4 New Balance. So pretty varied there. Just off the top 5, I'd probably put like an Asics, Vandy the Pink collaboration. That sort of pairs.
Which colorway? The strawberry?
Where did I?
You've got the yellow ones, haven't you?
I got the yellow one, the banana. Yeah.
Oh, banana split. Yeah.
It's buried. I haven't worn it for a while, so it's buried.
It's cool.
Yeah. So
that's a good list. That's
a pretty good list. Yeah.
Yeah. Very very diverse, man. I wish I could say the same, but nah. I think for me, there's definitely a lot of 95s in my top 10, top 5. Jordan 4s, I think, has equally killed it with 95s. I feel like it's been quality over quantity, where 95s have had great shoes, but Jordan 4s, like undefeated, brick by bricks, have just blown most other shoes out of the water. Do you know what I mean? Even saw the undefeateds at Kicks and Coffee. I think Sneaker Room Hampshire, he's pretty big on Instagram. He had them on. Undefeated, he actually, Jarbong as well. Shout out to him. Undefeated actually sent Sneaker Room Hampshire a pair after one of his posts blew up. And yeah, that is just an amazing story, man. So shout out to him. Even though Prozek almost destroyed his shoe. Like he backed up into him and he almost took a step. I looked away at that point. I couldn't even see what happened, if it was actually contact or he actually moved out the way. But yeah, I was just like, there was like so many people because they were doing an interview. Like I'm recording, imagine this. And then there's like a group of people looking around, looking at the shoe, waiting for the interview. And then everyone just like, you could hear a pin drop. Prozek, you can imagine the fright on his face was like, it was just like a movie moment, man. It was crazy. But yeah, no, great top 5.
It'd be like if someone dropped a coffee on his 860 V2s from Lorenzo. Whoops.
Yeah, oops. Without no crep protector or anything. Oh man. Yeah, shout out to Lorenzo though. He actually shared my picture that I took of a pair of his CDG 95s at Kicks and Coffee. So yeah, shout out to Lorenzo, man. He's always replying to me. So yeah, you must think I'm one of them nerds. But anyway, I am a nerd. Let's move on, man. Yeah, great top 5. I think me and Hass, we've touched on our top 5 briefly before, but
yeah, quite a few times. I think.
It's looking pretty similar. I think a lot of 95s in there, bro. The brick by bricks, it is a sort of unanimous top spot, top 2 at least, by a lot of people. You know, if you're into Jordans, that is. And then undefeateds, man, it's kind of annoying because you want to show love to that shoe, but the UK felt like it's got shafted a lot. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's move on to another 95. I don't know how you feel about these, Harrison. It'll be again some cool insight from you. The Air Max 95 Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I mean, we spoke about it last stream, so I don't want to bang the drum too much. Although we've got 2 confirmed colorways. One is allegedly a Tokyo exclusive, so that's a bit of a bummer. The grey pair, and then we had the blue pair, which we kind of know about. I'm just going to share the screen quickly. But are you into Yu-Gi-Oh at all, bro, or is it not your thing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as a kid, it was kind of everywhere. You know, as a young, you know, when was it? Probably around 2005, 2006. Around that time was kind of the height in Australia, I suppose. Kind of Pokemon, Digimon, that sort of thing was the vibe. But yeah, I feel like there's some differences. Like I saw a side by side thing, and it obviously has like the air muscle on the tongue. It's got 3. If you go down to that next photo, you've got the 3 gradients instead of 4. The 5 lace loops, little tiny things. I think if you're really into Yu-Gi-Oh, this would move you. For me, I think I would be disingenuous if I said that I was that into Yu-Gi-Oh. So, I mean, I love the colorway. It's great kind of colors and cool collaboration, but it's not moving me as much as if I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. But out of the two, I guess if you had to choose, would it be the grey or the sort of blue colorway?
I think the grey one. That blue seems a little bit purple to me, doesn't it? Like, is it?
Okay.
It's I don't know. I'm more into that grey color that you had there. Like that's more my vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool,
cool.
man. It's giving me like comic book vibes anyway. Like I know it's based off Joey's Air Max 95s in the show, in the anime, but even if you see, if I can get the actual pictures up, like you can see it feels like it's sketched on. Like it's such a cool way of doing it. Like if you can see by the midsole, even the air unit has some slight sketching in it, like the 3D effects, the anime
Like it's
effects
anime.
as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it's interesting. I mean, even as like I've got the cards, like old school cards. I've said this before, but I was never really into the shows. I was always into Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, even Digimon to an extent, but never really Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I didn't even know Yugi was a character in the show until like maybe a couple years ago. That's how bad it is. But the shoes, man, I just think I really like them. Like, and I don't know if it's because I love anime or the cool box and apparently cards that it comes with. I just really like them. I think the grey is really cool, and yes, it's an exclusive to Tokyo apparently, but the blue one, it just feels like something we haven't had before, and the grey is as well. But we've seen like the grey jewel pack, we've seen OG gradients that arguably are similar in some ways, but they're both really cool, man. Hassel. Now we've seen pictures, bro, and obviously Dot Swoosh has openly said 12th of September we should be getting these. Well, at least one colorway anyway. What's your take on these, bro?
I'm not that Yu-Gi-Oh sort of person, but I do like manga style cartoons and stuff. And I do like the shoe. I like the colorway. Both colorways for me are fine. Grey, purple, blue, whatever you want to call it. I think they're fire. The details on the shoes. So for that fact alone, this is actually inspiring me now to actually watch the show, go back and watch it from the start. I really want to sort of watch it and understand what it's about, create the buzz around the shoe, because I've already got the buzz just by looking at the shoe itself, the box, the details and everything else. So I'm already excited. But I'll be lying if I said, I know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh or anything else. Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Balls, I've watched, that's one of my favorites of all time, but definitely it's inspired me to go back now and watch Yu-Gi-Oh like sort of from the start, and then create the buzz there. But definitely ones that I'm going to be looking out for. 12th of September, not too far. I think it's 2 weeks after the Undefeated drop, so it gives us a couple of weeks to recover. Yeah, I think they look great. What they've done with it, with the playing cards and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a few games online, bro.
We'll live stream the games, bro. We'll live stream them. But no, I think I echo both of you. I mean, it's a really cool concept. I feel like if you are a Yu-Gi-Oh guy or girl, these are a must cop regardless. If you're a 95 person, you're kind of one way or the other. Like the grey is really cool, but as a standalone shoe, minus the box and special, knickknacks or whatever, like it's just kind of like a grey OG gradient shoe. If you kind of look at it in that sense, I did actually DM a guy who works for Dot Swoosh that I've spoken about before. He's always sharing like early stuff. Isaiah Andrews, I think his name is. He did confirm that the grey pair is a Japan exclusive for sure. So Kill Switch was right. The rumors are right. It's a shame because I don't know. It's weird. As much as I'm not wowed by the grey pair, because of the special stuff it comes with, both of them, this is kind of like one of the only packs I would want to get just for the sake of that. I know it's stupid. It's a bit like, oh, snobbish, but yeah, I don't say it often where I feel like I need both pairs in a pack kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
you
it's
say
cool to
that.
see.
You say that, but it's not often you get something like that with a shoe.
Yeah,
I mean, for example, with the Kith Marvel, you know, the Magnetos, I got the comic book in there, which was great. You know, things like that sort of makes you lean more towards it as well, more of an interest and stuff. So I think it's amazing. They've got the playing cards in there and everything else. Good concept. They should be doing stuff like this, you know, more often.
It's really about the rollout. Yeah, it's all about like
yeah,
the
I mean,
block,
definitely
packaging.
definitely. It's
all
clever
part
way
of
of marketing the products as well, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing, and I know the chat's mentioned it as well, is the dot swoosh rollout. Is it going to be ridiculous like the Air Max ones which they released, the polys, which I think the last one, which was the Tomb Raider pair, was just ridiculous. It was a myth, like trying to get through, and then it wouldn't let you go through to buy the shoes. I know a lot of people did cop, but a lot of people didn't cop as well because it was just like a farce. I believe
Yeah, it's
you as well,
ridiculous.
Broski. But we both tried. We've done all the clues. We've got everything like, you know, done to a T. And then it was a bit of a kick in the teeth when they said to us, "You can't go through, or you can't." I think what it was, they didn't make it clear what you had to do to get to the checkout. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a different page that sent you and
Yeah.
stuff. It was stupid.
There was a way
Yeah.
of getting to the checkout, and they didn't make it clear. Although we did everything that they asked, we just couldn't get through. So I really hope these are, you know, there's more info on what you need to do. They're more clear and concise, because there's going to be a lot of people after these pairs. I think they're going to be more popular than the Air Max ones, in my opinion. So it's going to be a lot harder to process these ones, is my thinking.
Yeah, for sure. I think we need more stuff like this. Dot swoosh, do not let us down, because the first Air Max 1 low polys, the red pair, pre-order, not a flinch, absolutely amazing. Everyone got their pairs who wanted them. The other couple that followed it, the Donkey Kongs, Golden Eyes, Tomb Raiders, it was just, you know what I mean? It was just a bit messy, man. Especially the Tomb Raiders. Like, the thing that they did was really cool. Like, you go and search the puzzles and clues and stuff. You go to Twitter, like all these really cool things like online. There should be more of, you know, like these little games and events. But there needs to be a bit more certainty for donuts like us that aren't as familiar. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, that's how it works. Like straight away, because we did everything we were meant to, but then it takes you to a different page. But then no one told us you have to come out and then go back in again or whatever it was. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But imagine
Dot
with these
swoosh,
ones,
man.
right? If you had to duel online to win the shoes,
I was just gonna say that, bro. I was just gonna say some
Imagine
nonsense
that,
like
yeah?
that. Yeah.
imagine people just beefing because like they lost out on a duel and they couldn't get the shoes. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
nuts. All I'm saying, I've still got my Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Exodus. I got all the OGs. Do you know what I mean, from the pack? So
Who are you telling? The Dot Swoosh?
I'm just saying, if anyone wants it,
Okay.
I'm packing. You know, pause.
All right,
I'm
okay.
pausing that one. I'm pausing that one.
Yeah,
But
pause, yeah. It
that's-
is a
that's
family
definitely
show
a pause.
still, despite being over
Definitely
9 o'clock,
pause.
yeah. So
Next show though, I'll get out the cards for the next show because people don't believe me. But yeah, it's cool, man. I think this year alone, though, it was only right a collaboration like this with Yu-Gi-Oh. Again, we said it last week. Like, it's a shame that other cool animes don't get Air Max love. Like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, they're always stuck with Adidas, and they're always like very childish shoes as well. It's not like decent
we've
shoes
got
that you
Lego,
actually
bro.
want.
we got Lego.
But come on, man. Like, the Lego's cool, but I don't even have room for Lego, bro. I'll be honest, man. Otherwise, I'd be making a whole shelf of just the Lego dunks and everything else. So
We
yeah,
can
man.
make
But
our own shoes, bro. It's all good.
yeah,
you know,
that's
we use
true.
Lego.
I'm after the Game Boy thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that, the Game Boy Lego with the cartridges as well. It looks mad.
Can you
Let me try
imagine
and get
if they actually said missed out on undefeated fours where you can build your own with Lego now?
Oh.
Bro, it would not
Yeah.
surprise me. They've got it all on what do you call it?
Oh, it's crazy.
What's that game? Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, look, you can
Nice.
pre-order. You can pre-order this. Look how cool that is. I might actually do that. You know,
Wait. Is this actually a playable? You can actually play.
No.
Oh,
It's just for show.
play.
Just for show, yeah. It's cool though, because look, you've even got Mario Land and Zelda, but you've got the screen to swap it out to pretend you're playing it.
Mm.
That has got to be the stupidest thing.
Game Boy
but
Head.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Game Boy Color at the back as well.
Game Boy Color. And what game do we have? We have Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Oh, what a game! What a game, man!
Sick game.
Speaking of Dot Swoosh, you've still got those Total 90 pair that they did, like the old school football boot. Remember that?
Yeah.
Not too long ago. Man, that Total 90 era, I saw a post about that, and that was an era. Like that was a time, you know, Thierry Henry, old school Dennis Bergkamp, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, 2000, that sort of one.
What a colorway though.
That was an era. That was was that around the time of the Invincibles?
Invincibles was 2004, yeah. So
this was like 2005ish, isn't it? 2006,
yeah.
I think Rooney was very much part of the 90s, well, the 90 adverts. So you had like Rooney in that era.
Oh, that Nike adverts are legendary.
Legendary. You had
Scorpion, the Cage, Yoga Benito.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro. People like the young people of today don't understand how legendary the adverts, like the Nike football adverts, were back in the day. It was legendary, like legendary.
I tell you what we used to do, like it sounds really old, but like pre-wireless internet, we used to have a hard drive with videos like the Nike adverts, funny commercials, you know, funny skits. We used to have them on a hard drive and share them around with people at school. Like we'd give them to everyone, and then they would put it on their hard drive, and then you'd end up with this hard drive of like 150 funny videos, and you just show it to people. And that's kind of how we did things when we, you know, back in like early 2000s. That was a time.
So cool, man. So cool. Yeah, I remember those days, man. The thing is, I used to go to like internet cafes. My cousin had because he's like an engineer, so he had like workshops of just computers sitting there. And I used to go to these places and just early YouTube days, just Nike adverts or, you know, comp skills, Ronaldinho tricks and Ronaldo and the Ronaldinho crossbar challenge, that famous video where he's undoing his boots. Man. So sick, man. So sick. I even tried to grow a little mullet when Ronaldo had it, I think 2008. Like all these things, like, oh man, I had a mullet.
I can't imagine you with a mullet, bro.
No, honestly, bro. I did it myself as well. That was the 6-week school holiday, by the way. So no one saw me with it. So that was a good thing. But yeah, what a time, man. What a time. Honestly. Total 90s are back. Even Offspring, I think they've got a few colorways on sale for like 60 quid, 50 quid.
Yeah. So, I actually would. I think if it goes down to 50, I'm gonna look maybe like this Christmas, maybe pick up a 90 on sale. Definitely ones, you know, worth having. So yeah, man, it's cool to see 90s back. They were definitely cool back in the day, and guess what? They're cool now as well. You know, you've got all the jerseys out, the Brazil jersey. You know the. I think they've got the
Real
South
Madrid
one. They've got the
Liverpool, some retro jerseys.
Wow, crazy, crazy,
cool, man.
Yeah, Premier League's nearly here.
Yes. Couple days, man. Can't wait. Can't wait to be broken again. Heartbroken.
Has forgive me, but your team is
Tottenham.
That's right. I was thinking it was Tottenham. Yeah. It's like Prozex also Tottenham as well. So
I think your team will come close to winning the league this season, bro.
Chelsea
could be, yeah.
I think so. Honestly, I don't want to be too much away from sneakers, but I think they're building something special.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Again, another obstacle for Arsenal. There you go. Just when they think could be their year.
You see these Spurs fans, bro. I start to think they're secretly Arsenal fans. I think they're Arsenal fans deep down. Do you know why? Because every time they're talking about football, they don't mention their team. They mention Arsenal. This is what I have to put up with at sneaker events.
Free.
Exactly. Every sneaker event, we got this Spud and then Prozac, the other Spud. It's just I can't get rid of them, bro.
You finished, bro?
Yeah,
Go.
I'm finished. Are you finished, bro? Are you finished?
I'm done, bro. I said what I had to say.
Okay.
Don't mind us, Harrison. We go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
this every week, so
Every week, bro.
it's all good,
Every
man.
week.
We've got to do it.
Wh-
But look,
when's the
let's
first game between Arsenal and
Saturday.
Tottenham? No,
Saturday, no,
Arsenal
Friday.
Tottenham. When's
Actually,
their
I
first
think
game?
Friday is the first game. I think it's a
Oh,
Friday night.
North London derby. You mean Harrison?
Yeah,
Oh, North
when's
London.
that first game?
Yeah,
It's not far away, you know.
it's in
I think
November,
it's, yeah. It's around that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
so it's not too
Yeah,
far away.
Yeah.
yeah.
But look, let's move away from the football talk.
Nice.
There is a big pair of shoes dropping this week, as you all know. Mr. Sylvester, Nigel, is dropping another pair of shoes this week. We need to talk about this because for me, I think it's a very unique pair. And again, it's a pair that's got his name written all over it, you know, from the details to the rollout, everything about, you know, the release of this shoe, you know, says to me it's going to be, you know, absolutely hyped again. Stock levels are pretty low here, according to a few sources. I know Killshot gave us a number as well, which isn't very much. 1,700 loaded up on sneakers, I believe. So
Yikes.
it's gonna be a difficult cop. But look, we're all hopeful that you know we can all cop a pair. But what a lovely pair! Air Jordan 1 Low Nitro, better with time. Nigel Sylvester. Pre-aged, scuffed, whatever you want to call it, but the details on this shoe is insane. And again, it's a very clever move from Nigel. What's your take on these, Harry?
I think the only place I'm looking at getting them at the moment is on the end launches, and I think that's the only chance I have because I can't see them on our Nike website right now. But yeah, these are for sure continuing the lineage of the Bike Air, you know, line with Nigel Sylvester, definitely continuing his momentum. I think they're based on like a sample of his high, which he released about 4 or 5 years ago. So,
Yeah.
you know, they had a high of this, and then now you've got the low version, which, I mean, great for me for summer. I love like Jordan 1 lows. You know, you got the fragment lows coming out as well with Travis Scott. So a little bit of like a yin and yang type thing, black, white. It's pretty cool. And the red little pops, you know, it's almost a play on like the classic gradient, classic color scheme of Jordan's black, white, red. But playing it up with his sort of distressed details, yeah, definitely loving this one. And yeah, again, it's going to be hard to get, but hopefully.
In terms of Nigel and what he's done over the last couple of years, right? I mean, what he's done is incredible. Nothing short of incredible, really, because obviously we've had Travis Scott and he's had the whole, you know, hype of his music career and, you know, separate following with his music career. But the legacy that Nigel's creating for himself at the moment is something special, right? I mean, do you think that his momentum's only going to get bigger and better, or do you reckon it's going to die down? Is there more scope for him to do other things? Because I honestly think there's other silhouettes out there that he can sort of work with. But on top of all that, Harrison, I think he's got the likability factor as well. Like he's got that aura about him, which, you know, I'll go by a comment that only recently Travis made with regards to the undefeated four, you know, OGs or nothing. For me, I just think not everyone can afford to dish out 40 grand for a pair of shoes they want. And I think it wasn't well thought of, that comment.
Yeah.
So again, it's another comment that sort of, for me, pushes him away from everyone that, you know, that can't afford these shoes, or, you know, people that actually want to be able to acquire shoes that they've considered grails for a time. But yeah, Nigel, I mean, how would you compare them both?
I mean, is he the hottest like sneaker collaborator with Nike at the moment? Like, I feel like it kind of is. Like, this has kind of been such a big year, especially, you know, they gave him a debut of a model, the Jordan 4, the RM. You know, they kind of gave it to him as a like a debut sort of silhouette and colorway. So I think that right now he's definitely got the juice over sort of Travis Scott. Obviously, there's the legacy of what Travis Scott has done, but I just think right now it's just going to continue going and strike while the iron's hot. You know, I think if you're going to give him a different model, like do it now.
Yeah,
I mean, Broski, I'll come to you. With Travis, would you say he's a one-trick pony? Obviously, with a reverse swoosh and stuff. And Nigel definitely puts more thought and effort into his shoes and his releases. You know, because we've had a variation, right? He's been bold with the brick by bricks. You know, went with a solid color block, which has turned out to be hugely successful. With these ones, he's gone for the pre-distressed look and everything else. So he's doing something different every time. You know, with the RMs, it was the low cut Jordan 4s. So everything that he's doing has a variation. Whereas Travis has released, you know, Jordan 1 lows in different colors, basically.
Yeah. Do you know what? Bit of a sneak peek. Tosh Kicks, shout out to him. We saw him at Kicks and Coffee, but me and Prozek did a little podcast with him, and he actually asked a question about who is Nike or Jordan Brand's best collaborator. And I was like, the one that I didn't have to think too much of is Cortez Clint, simply because he's doing a lot of things that are different, are unique, getting the people talking. No, he hasn't got as much skin in the game as a Travis or even Amamanier, I'd say, you know, all these other long-term collaborators. But the other one I mentioned was Nigel, because you could tell he's got the creative freedom. He's creating shoes that he actually wears, wants to wear, wants people to wear, shares his passion with, you know, the bike culture, BMX culture and stuff like that.
Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing.
Exactly. You know, Travis, I feel like his early days were elite. And when I mean elite, I mean, there was nothing like it. Like the backward swoosh. I know we've seen it somewhat before, but he kind of made it his own. He changed the Jordan 1 low. Like before him changing it to a normal, you know, tongue, it was just a weird tongue. Like no one liked the Jordan 1 low. Like, let's be honest. So those factors alone, I feel like Travis Scott is goated, but you can feel that he's either gotten lazy with it or he doesn't have as much creative freedom or control as he used to, or that he wants. Yes, we've seen the other couple of silhouettes that aren't a Jordan 1 low, but I mean, overall, like it's not as on the level as his low Jordan. So yeah, in that sense, I feel like Nigel has a long way to go, bro. Like there's a lot more things he has to sort of prove. If he keeps doing what he's doing, the rate he's doing it, the sort of shoes he's doing it with, we've even had teases of like the Fire Red 4s. I'm here for those, bro. For this shoe though, I don't think I'm excited for it, but I can appreciate it, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, I don't know where you guys sit with this shoe. It kind of feels like I'd even put the RMs above these because that was like a new shoe. Like this is cool, but I've never really been a Jordan 1 low guy anyway. Hass, I know you're probably going for these anyway and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, man. This might even be a miss for me, bro, because of the 95's coming out as well and stuff like that, bro.
For me, I think he's pushing his creativity out there. With Travis, I would say yes, everyone wants a Travis, you know, the reverse swoosh, everything else. Yes, I get it. Creatively, I think what Nigel's doing is great. He's putting his own stamp on it. He's putting his own story on it. Is there a story for any of the Travis Scotts that have been released? Like, is there any sort of emotional attachment or a story attached to any of the Travis Scott shoes? That
it's the hype. It's the hype that sold the shoes.
It is the hype.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he's like Nigel, what he's doing, he's very much proud of what he's doing. He's putting his own stamp on it. And the storytelling is on a different level, you know, grandma's driveway, you know, fence. And then him, you know, having the exact on these shoes, having the exact points where he scuffed his shoes, riding his BMX, you know, he wants to get that out there. He's telling his story shoe by shoe or brick by brick, if you want to call it that. And I think it's really clever. And I honestly think Nigel is is a long-term succession planning from Nike in
Yeah,
terms of
for sure.
from Travis to Nigel. That's what they've done, and they've made the right choice, I think, personally.
It's like
Because-
asking, has Bukayo Saka a better career than Thierry Henry? One's still going. One's pretty much finished, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
It's not comparable.
It's great succession planning from Nike. At the end of the day, Nigel is one of their hottest property, if not the hottest property at the moment. Yes, Cortez has got a long way to go still to, to have that sort of wow factor and the same aura that Nigel has at the moment. In the UK scene, I would say, levels above anything we've got in the UK at the moment. But worldwide, I'd say Nigel is on a different stratosphere at the moment, and the momentum from what we can see is not slowing down. I think someone mentioned that Nigel is a one-trick pony at the moment. I don't know. You'd need to elaborate on that. I can't see how he's a one-trick pony, personally, respectfully speaking, because there's been a variation in what he's released. Perhaps Travis, I would say, in that mold, because it's been the same Jordan 1 lows with different color blocking and the same swoosh. We've had the cactuses, yes, amazing. I've got a pair of Cactus Jacks as well, but the storytelling is what I'm going on about. That attachment it has, and of course, we don't see Travis out there canvassing and being a part of that community and being one with people. Nigel really looks after his community as well. I follow his IG and his accounts and everything else. He's always doing something, whether it's for his community, for the biking world, or for the sneaker world. He's got that likability factor. So that's just my take on it. I'm not bashing Travis Scott at all. I'm just saying maybe his time is sort of nearing to an end, and Nigel's is now sort of blossoming.
Look, either way, man. I mean, I feel like what Nigel is doing is great. Like, he's not sort of sticking onto one shoe. Yes, there are reports again, like about the Fire Red. So that's another Jordan 4. And then technically you had a Jordan 4 before with the RM. So you can't really say he's a one-trick pony. Maybe in terms of rollouts, he's kind of doing the same great stuff, like reaching out to communities, doing other magazines or whatever. So I don't think he is a one-trick pony, Kane. Like, and big up to you because you're always showing up. So yeah. What he did say was, though, this is funny. Like, Travis is Labubu for sneakerheads. You know what?
Yeah,
that has got to be.
Yeah, that is spot on.
Yeah,
that comment, Kane, is 100% spot on. That is a comment that I'll agree with 100%.
That is
you just put it in a nutshell, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that has got to be like.
Pin that comment, bro. Pin that comment. You need to pin it.
Harrison, say that again.
Have you guys actually had a Labubu yet?
No, bro.
Neither.
That is the devil's work, bro. Honestly, that is.
Broski's not admitting to it, but I haven't.
No. They're in that messy pile that we spoke about. No, I'm joking. No, never. Never. Nah. Do you know what, bro? It's just I don't get it. I don't want to get it. That stuff can stay over there with whoever's collecting them. I don't know. If you're a man collecting Labubus, you seriously need to have a word with yourself. But that's for another time, man.
They've probably got NFTs as well.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's hilarious. But yeah, shout out Nigel, man. I mean, he's doing his thing. Don't slow down, bro. Like, it's just one of them things that we need more of. Something refreshing, new silhouettes, new stories, new what's the word? Just excitement to want to collect different shoes, different colorways, not just the same Travis Scott or brown shoes that we all have sort of learned to love all of a sudden because of Travis. Like, let's be honest, all the mocha and brown colorways, as much as I love it, as much as the next guy, it is because of Travis. Like, let's be honest, and Amma Miniers and collaborators like that. But yeah, man. Hass, have you gone for these then, or?
Yeah, I've entered a couple of raffles. I'm hoping that I'll hit on one. I think Offspring's going to do their thing, I think, tomorrow, with pickups on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think. So we'll see what happens with that as well. Hopefully I can grab a pair, man. I mean, I've wanted these since they first appeared. I like the shape of these Jordan 1s, though, these lows. I really do.
Yeah,
They've changed it up. It looks much better. It looks, these, I can tell you now, winter will be on feet all the time. Regardless, they'll be on feet all the time. I like the aged look. I like the red outsole as well. The red outsole with that aged midsole looks
like lost and found vibes, isn't it?
And then that little, see, he's made that little mini swoosh his. You know, that he's got that lovely gold mini swoosh on the toe box as well. They look great, man. I really do like these a lot.
Yeah, it's giving me lost and found vibes with the outsole, you know, like sort of like talcum powder sort of look to it. I'm just looking through our DMs, Hass, with Steph Killswitch, trying to look for these Air Max 95s. The Che Chu, let me see if it's come up. Yeah. So another 95, believe it or not. Who would have thought that? There's teases, there's leaked images, you know, sort of snippets. Now, I haven't seen the full image, but I believe this guy is a guitar artist. Killswitch, chime in, broski, because you know more than us. But yeah, looks like a primarily a white colorway with black hits, gold hits, and it comes with like a keychain, one of those guitar things. I can't remember what they're called. Pick. Yeah. Similar to the you know, the mellows, the heavies, the Air Max 1s. I'm sure they came with one, didn't they? So yeah, I mean, it's not so much about this shoe what I want to talk about, but how much is too much for a silhouette? Now, I love 95s. Everyone knows me and thinks 95s. That's how much I love them, yeah, at this point this year. But what how much is too much, man? Harrison, you can chime in, because I guess you're sort of on the outside looking in, because you're not like Nike. You're more, you spread the love, you know, and that's a healthy way to be, bro. Like, I wish I could be like that. But yeah, is it a lot of 95s, like too many 95s this year? Or is it kind of like, no, I need more of that, bro? Like, what do you see in terms of that?
I mean, I think you saw that with like how little traction the blue Spark OG gradient got. Like, you know, it's kind of a little bit of like oversaturation, but I mean, I'm okay with it. It's kind of a special kind of anniversary, you know. I think next year there'll be another model that's hot, and I think you'll be like, oh, I kind of wish they'd bring back a 95. Like, you know, just enjoy it while it's here, because it'll pass.
Yeah, watch.
It'll pass, you know. So
yeah.
I'm not mad about the ton of them that are coming out.
Yeah, leaking the DMs. Oh no, I just clocked that, man. I haven't got no dodgy ones to leak, so it's all good. But no, yeah, I see what you mean. I think with the blue Spark, it was kind of like it went under the radar, but I feel like people still liked him. And even Tukatek, shout out to him, he was at Kicks on Coffee. He was wearing them. He had the Chelsea kit on, the Boy Better Know hat with Cortez, that collaboration, and then the blue Sparks. Even Sneakonomics, because we was all chatting at one point. Sneakonomics was like, bro, did you go for them? And I was like, no, I had to leave that one out, man, because yeah, it's a lot. It's too much. But I feel like with the OG gradients, at least, if you've missed out on the neons, the pink foams, the bright mandarins, there's always another OG gradient you can try and get. So I guess there's that, you know. But in terms of these collaborations, Hass, do you think it's too much, or do you kind of feel like keep them coming, because you can kind of pick and choose at this point?
I think I don't mind it. You know, it's been a great year for 95s. We stocked up on a lot of 95s this year. But I think with their thinking, being an anniversary year as well, you know, they're striking whilst the iron's hot. Whilst there's traction there at the moment, you know, they want to keep the rollout going. So I get the idea behind it. For me, it's great. I think we had the stash last year towards the end of the year, which was a lovely, nice way to cap off the year for me. I was absolutely happy for that. And I remember saying last year, if you remember, bro, like on the show, we said hopefully we'll get a lot more 95s next year. Well, you know, your wish is our command. They're giving us loads more 95s this year. So I'm not mad with it. I'm glad in a way that they're doing loads of 95 drops, because I know next year they'll probably, you know, take the foot off the gas a bit, and we'll get another silhouette. It'll probably be the 90s next year. I can be certain of that. But I do want to see some other silhouettes sort of revived. You know, I want to see BWs come back. I want to see 98s, which for me very underrated, but 98s I want to see come back. You know, they could do some really good stuff with those as well. So, you know, we'll see. But I'm not mad at them releasing loads of 95s.
Yeah, no, it's one of those like double-edged sword, because I love this year, like just separating it from all years. I can't remember a year where I've been this invested into wanting as many sneakers, like not just for content, but for my personal collection, because it's just been the year of the 95s and no one else can say otherwise. Like, yes, the Jordan 4, great year as well. Like Grail's coming back, White Cements, Undefeateds, even the Brick by Bricks. But 95s is leading the line with collab after collab, GR after GR. Even last year, we kind of had that sort of teaser into this year. It's a shame the 90s not getting that sort of similar love. I wouldn't say the same amount, because obviously there's only so much you can do within 1 year with an Air Max, within Air Max, you know. The 90s, though, apart from patter, there hasn't really been that much from the shoe. And it's a shame, because it is another big anniversary for them. You know, the 35th year anniversary, but maybe they're saving it for next year. I think there's another anniversary next year for the BW. So, yeah, that might be the year for the BW, man. I hope.
Yeah. I know we had the 90s drop, the waves with patter. I would really, really love to see them do something with a 95. And I would have thought maybe they might have done something this year with that, because I think that patter would do an insane collaboration with a 95 if they wanted to keep on with the waves theme, simply because obviously you've got similar sort of waves on the 95. You know, they could have done something with that. I think they may have missed the trick, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think they had that mashup of the 90 and 95 before, didn't they? Like years ago, patter.
Yeah,
it didn't look the best, but you know,
I get it.
You need a 95.
I didn't like that. I weren't a huge fan, but I'm talking about just full on 95 with a touch of patter magic. I think would work well, but
that would be the pinnacle for me, man.
Yeah. Look, I understand that the Air Max 1s and you know, Dutch Air Max 1s, they're synonymous. You know, they love their Air Max 1s and 90s to a certain extent. I do get it, but 95s, man, would be amazing.
Yeah, I think 95, man. It's just a special shoe, and the fact that they've made an SB a big bubble as well, like making the shoe even more comfortable. You know, I never had a problem with 95s in terms of comfort, depending on colorway, but they were definitely narrow. You know, and my pinky toes are still in rehab after the Air Max 95 stash, bro, because it's ridiculous. I haven't worn them since. I wore them once and I'm scared to wear them. Like, it's crazy.
I've worn mine a few times. I love them. Absolutely love them.
Man. Every time I look at them, I'm like, shall I? And I'm like, nah, not today, bro. Not today. But one day.
I love the screen for you. Look at that.
What a shoe, man. Harrison, you picked them up as well, didn't you, last year?
Yeah, I remember I got an ingrown toenail because of that. But I powered through and wore them a bunch of times, and now they fit pretty well. So yeah,
nice.
You smashed those toes up to make them fit.
Pain to get the end result. So, but it was worth it.
That's it, man. Certain shoes, you know, it's all worth it, man. It is all worth it. But I think we'll start wrapping up soon, because Harrison, you must have work and you must need some more coffee.
It's actually a public holiday, but yeah, I am getting
Nice.
sleepy.
It's
a public holiday for our like show day. You know how you kind of have like the royal show. Everyone gets like a day off to go to the show. So that's what today is.
That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. But obviously, like, are there any shoes that you're looking forward to other than shoes that are coming in already, but upcoming releases that you're really looking forward to, or are you kind of done for the year, which I don't believe, but
no, not at all. Like you said, the Bike Air, the Jordan 1 low, but also like the Adidas Jellyfish as well.
Yeah,
Like,
interesting.
Oh,
whoever
yeah,
that
okay.
Very
that was
interesting
very
pair.
interesting. Be excited to see that. I wonder how wide that release is going to be. And chatting to some people who actually already have them, they're not as big as they kind of look. Like they look very chunky, but I
Mhm.
think it's like a visual illusion a little bit. Once you actually get them on feet, they actually obviously are big, but they're not like crazy. They're not, almost
Mm.
Balenciaga levels. They're not like that.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones, like there's like an Action Bronson or 992 coming out. Like anything that Action Bronson does, I'm all about. So see if that kind of happens. But yeah, just kind of excited to. I suppose it feels like if I don't cop anything else for the rest of the year, I'm set. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much
don't.
after the undefeated, I was just like, yeah, cool, I'm done. Everything
Bro-
else is gravy.
Broski's sweating over there because he knows he's not done. That he's like,
I'm just like,
we're not
oh,
done. We're not done here, bro. But
No.
yeah,
yeah,
nowhere near.
No, never done. Never done.
look,
Never
he's
done
like,
that.
you haven't even touched the edges yet.
The thing is, bro, like as much as you think, oh, okay, what else can they possibly give us? There'll be like a cool collab like the one we just showed, with the guitar pick and stuff that we didn't even hear about or think about. We saw it
Yeah.
last year, even towards the end of the year. 95s were very quiet. Then all of a sudden, Central Seas, Amamaniers, Stash, Unearthed, like it was just bam, 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 bam. So
Yeah.
What was your
yeah,
favorite
I mean that
95 of last year, Harrison?
of the last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, like I kind of put it in my top 5. Probably the Mandarins. I just
From
love
last
that.
year.
Yeah, just like
no, from 2024, bro.
2020. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying this year. Last year, I mean, I only picked up one, which was the Stash pair. So I guess I'd have to say that one. So I can't like say I was. Oh, actually, no. The that Erosion pair.
Say it. Yes. He
Oh,
said
yeah,
it.
yeah.
He said it. I
Unearthed,
was waiting. I was waiting.
Yeah. No, that was dope. I've
That was
grabbed
my
that one.
favorite
So
last year.
I'd
Last
say,
year.
yeah, I'd probably put those two tied. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my sneaker of the year last year, man. I love that shoe.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
I
Great,
still do.
great shoe. Yeah,
What a
Yeah.
great shoe.
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
sneaker,
Was it
man.
called Unearthed?
Unearthed.
Yeah. Or the
The
Erosion. I can't remember what the exact name of it
process
was.
of erosion. It tells you the process of erosion or something, and just such a cool shoe, man. It was sneakers day, wasn't it? Or sneakers release.
Yeah,
Such a
sneakers
great shoe, man.
exclusive. It was a weird thing because there was no sneakers day, but they gave us the sneakers shoe, like sneakers only shoe day shoe, whatever it was. But yeah, pretty cool, man. But yeah, before we start wrapping up, Harrison, what have you got sort of coming up that you want people to know about? Whether it's a guest on the podcast, something else that you want people to sort of know.
Yeah, like I suppose just to check out the podcast. I've got so many like one thing that I have done is I guess bring on people so that episodes are almost timeless in terms of it's not exactly something that yes, we talk about shoes that are relevant at the moment and upcoming releases, but you can go and see one that I chatted to someone who you might like, someone who you've seen on YouTube who want to know a little bit more about. Hopefully you can watch that and be a bit more informed about who they are and what their content is, and it doesn't have to be so relevant about the current present moment. You can go watch an episode from 8 months ago, even though the content wasn't that great 8 months ago, and hopefully it continues evolving. You look back on some of your old stuff and you're like, could have been better, but hey, that makes you that means that you're improving, so that's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just lots of other I suppose just like sneaker reviews. Like really excited to review some of the the undefeated pairs. Sorry, it's still 7:30 in the morning here. I've been up since 5, so
you need to have that coffee, bro.
but just doing lots of like photography, just kind of expanding some of the thanks Shay H81, thank you guys, also just for bringing me on as well. So excited to just kind of be on more shows like this, be on more people's podcasts, all that sort of thing, just like sharing the love around like people have done to me, all that sort of stuff. I'm just excited to keep growing like that. So
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been really chill. Like I've always said from the get-go, bro, you're so like mellow, so relaxed, so chilled out. So it's been great to have you on. Hopefully it's not the last time. You know, we're always ready to chop it up with you, with anyone that wants to talk anything apart from Adidas, please. No, I'm joking. But no, honestly, it's been a pleasure because it feels like I'm always open to hearing like different parts of the world's like insight into shoes and sneakers, because as much as we're very UK based and sort of tunnel visioned in that sense, we are influenced by America too, because I guess that's like the biggest sneaker flavor, I guess. But yeah, man, I'll shout out your bits just before we end. Shout out your stuff like your Best Foot Forwards podcast. I see you had Stuart as well from Sneaked In. I need to catch up on that one because he's got some really cool insights in terms of his handles, lace handles. I've done some work with them as well. Yeah, really cool idea he had, man. So I need to catch up on that podcast. Really cool. And the guests, like you said, the guests you had a obviously guests like a big guys that are just chill. So it's like a different range of guests too. A quick question though, before obviously we lock off, is there a guest you would really want that you could get, or is there just like a GOAT guest that you could
I mean, we spoke about them before. Jordan Young, been trying to get him for a while, trying to chat to him. Nice. What's his name? Eddie, like you spoke about, Eddie Wynn, but I kind of highly doubt that. He's, again, doesn't really talk about like personal lives and stuff. Haven't really seen him on any sort of podcast. So but that would be like the end goal, I suppose, to get someone like him, but also I guess doing like a live podcast a little bit more, and perhaps having a 3 or 4 panel kind of like this. Like I feel like it's usually just been one-on-one, but I'd like to do a little bit more of a collaborative kind of effort. So maybe try and get a bunch of people together, that sort of thing.
That's cool, man. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool, man. Has any last questions, or you all good to
I just wanted to extend my thanks to Harrison, just for being on the pod with us tonight. It's always great to have a guest, but it's been amazing chopping it up with you, bro, and you're more than welcome to come back again, hopefully with the cactus flowers on feet. But it's always good to get other people's insights, like we said, and you're more than welcome, like I said. So yeah, thank you very much, Harrison, and hope everyone in the chat enjoyed it as well. We've got other people in the pipeline, I think, coming up very soon. We've got a few things that we're trying to work out at the moment, but I hope you get all the people that you want on your pod or on your show. We're here for it, and we're watching you all the time, bro. But go and subscribe to Harrison, Best Shoe Forward, Instagram as well. Absolutely lit. Your photography, bro.
His details down below for everyone.
Love coming from a photography background myself. I really appreciate what you do and the effort that you put into your pictures, because I know it's not easy. You've got your processing, you've got to try and get things into place to actually give us what you're visualizing. What you visualize to put into or onto a screen is very difficult, and I don't think a lot of people understand the process of it all. A lot of people might think it's just point, shoot, and add on to your social media. It's really not. It takes time. And before I sort of wrap it up, I just want to say congratulations on the little one coming soon as well. So exciting times ahead for you, bro. If you need any advice, obviously talk to this one up there. He's had a whole year and a bit to he's had enough practice. So
yeah. All I'm gonna say, bro, get ready for the mood swings, the sleepless nights, and just get your sleep in whilst you can now, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. Because even now,
he looks worried now.
I wish someone told me this before. I would have been having my lie-ins and just lazy days whilst I could have. But it's it's an amazing feeling, bro. Like there's nothing like it. Try and get those little Sorry, bro.
I was gonna that Kill Switch asked what favorite pair, and I'll just quickly grab it
Oh,
in
yeah.
2 secs. So I'm not disappointing him.
Oh,
No.
actually, that's a good shout because we didn't actually
Yeah,
put that
that's
through
true.
for Harrison,
That's true.
but
Harrison's stuff is down below, though, guys, in the
What?
description. The Best Foot Forward podcast, his YouTube channel, and his Instagram is also there. So, yeah, head over there. Show him some love. Honestly, he's like Has said, his photography is right up there, man. It's elite stuff.
I'd probably say there's 2. Probably it's easily the
oh
Shoe Spoon.
wow,
That's
yes,
one.
yes, a
But
Grail.
That's
My
more of
brain,
like a hype shoe. More personal, I would probably have to go with this one, which is the New Balance
Oh
2002
wow,
from Up There store, which is an Australian boutique. This is called the Backyard Legends. It has the New Balance Australia New Balance Australia tag on the front.
wow,
Very
nice, man.
patriotic. That sort of, and it was also bought in 2022. I bought it while I was on honeymoon, so kind of a little bit of a
Nice.
double meaning. Australian boutique, special time in life, that sort of thing. So and love the colorway as well. It's still in very good condition, even though I've worn it a ton.
bro.
So
That colorway is reminding me of something very special to me.
So clean.
My first ever comic book was a Hulk comic, and that reminds me of the Hulk, the sort of red, the purple shorts and the green Hulk.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks amazing, man. That's a really great shoe.
That's a
Really good show.
sentimental, but also love, obviously New Balance and practical as well. Great colors.
Yeah,
So
great.
those would be
Great
my
shoe.
sort of hype and personal, so to speak.
Nice.
Yeah. That's great.
We
Man.
should, that's a good idea for a segment for us, really. Top 5 personal, top 5 hype
Of all time. Yeah.
all time.
That'd be cool. But yeah, no, Harrison, you definitely need to come on another time. I know the time difference is crazy, bro. So again, shout out to you. Shout out to the coffee for keeping you going. And yeah, shout out to the chat for tuning in, showing Harry some love. Harrison, again, just shout out your details, your IG and YouTube and stuff whilst we wrap up.
Just Best Foot Forward shoes. Should be pretty easy to find. I don't think there's many people with that sort of Instagram handle or YouTube, so should be pretty easy to find, I think.
Yeah, all good. And Has, as always.
You all know where to find me. Come on, the name's down there. HB Kicks. Yeah, on Instagram as usual. Go and check it out if you haven't already done so. And slowly but surely, we're getting some videos up onto YouTube, so there will be more stuff on there. Bear with me. It's a new world for me, videos. So yeah, bear with me. But the photos, they'll keep coming on Instagram. Check it out.
Yeah, wicked, man. Obviously, Discord links down below. As for the London/Kicks and Coffee vlog, I'm doing something a bit different. So I'm doing it in 3 parts on Instagram because I'm doing some sponsored work with a belt company called Anson Belt and Buckle. So I'm just waiting for that to be cleared. So the first part hopefully should be out tomorrow. Next day, and then I'll do a big one on YouTube as well. So it'll be like a Kicks and Coffee / London, 24 hours in London kind of vibe. So keep it locked for that. Everyone else's details down below, Has and Harry's.
Before you go, can you possibly send me one of those belts for Christmas?
I've got one spare, I've actually got one spare because I showed it to you, didn't I?
Need one for Christmas, bro.
Yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry, I got you, bro.
Yeah, sweet.
It better not be to discipline anyone. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm gonna do a lot of eating for Christmas, bro. I need to stretch the belt out,
Yeah, no, I'll sort you one out, bro. Don't worry. I've got one that I haven't touched yet, so I'll give you a shout. Yeah,
those half increments.
That's it. That's it. Harry knows, man. He knows his stuff.
Yeah,
but
the little bits.
Yeah. That's it. Every inch matters, bro. When the kebabs are in the belly.
That
Do you know what I mean?
dad bob. Yeah.
For real, man. For real.
Man.
But yeah, broskies. Thanks for tuning in. Chat, you've been amazing. Harry, you've been amazing. Has, as always, you've been amazing, bro. Yeah, same time, same place next week. Weekly Waffle. Until the next episode, everybody. Peace.